Alright, so today we are continuing with more Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. That is a mouthful to say. So, the previous part and the previous Sky part were done after I had redone my entire office. My whole office has been redone, and my computer's on a new desk that's 3 times the size it used to be and such. My TV setup's all been rearranged and rehooked up and changed, but the past two parts relevant to what I just said, the audio seemed a bit off compared to what I was used to or what I preferred. So I've been tweaking it a little bit here or there the past two parts, and I just wrapped up sitting down and trying to figure out what's going on, what did I do in the past, what do I want to do now, and I think I'm going to give this a shot. The line level is higher, the gain is exactly the same, but just the line level's higher, a few settings are different. And I just had a weird moment where I'm just like, I lost audio, I lost the game audio, and I'm just like, why is the game audio missing from my headset? Because OBS is showing that it's capturing. It's because I had turned off the phone monitor, because apparently, for some reason, I thought that was done digitally through OBS, because I have a line for that, but that line is hooked up to this connection in my mixer for the line out audio to my headset for me to hear the game as well. I had turned that off, and I hadn't realized that was, it was a bit of a brain fart moment. I'm like, why did I lose game audio? I just set everything up. Oh, it's because I turned that off after checking everything. Okay. So, the mic volume is generally where I want it to be, for a baseline me talking right now kind of level. The problem is with that is that for some reason OBS is very light on its decibels. I tried yelling and doing a bunch of stuff, and that looked fine in OBS, but when I threw it into Sony Vegas, it was fine for the most part, but it created some slight distortion, which I'm familiar with since this is part of my job as well. So I'm just like, well, if that's how far I can push it, then I think as long as I'm not yelling at anything, and I'm not someone who, does that, if you've watched my content or anything, the most I'll yell is surprise, in surprise at something. Just holy shit! Just, But, yeah. So that is the text setup today. That's unrelated to, and it's relevant to this part, and, man, why did I do that? And this series, because this is how it's going to sound. I also upped the game audio a little bit in respect to the mic being put up as well. So I have the game audio set kind of similar to what I do for The Witcher 3 on PC, which has its own separate audio settings from what I do on console normally. So it's something a little similar to that. It's not exactly the same, but it should be a little bit louder, just a little bit louder. But I have a lot to talk about with this game, because I have 11-ish out. In 5 minutes, I will have 12 hours in this game, respectively. And if you noticed, we've only done one part, and it was about 2.5. It was 2 hours and 50 minutes or something. It was almost 3 hours. And 20 minutes of that was me figuring out the beginning menu, because apparently that's a thing that Ubisoft's doing now. And I don't mind it now, that whole, when you boot up the game and have to go through that extra menu. It made no sense to me at first, but now I'm just okay, whatever. It was very confusing and new, so I was just I don't know what this is. I've never seen it in my life, and it, in concept, is kind of dumb, but it's not difficult once you... It's an extra couple button presses, it's fine. It's whatever. So, what has happened? So, I may as well explain. So I'm 11 hours through the game. I have not progressed the story at all. That's kind of why I'm continuing today. The last part was recorded 2 days ago. So whenever this goes up, it's only been an extra day, and I've already done all this stuff because yesterday I had a lot of free time. So I explored and did most of everything in the easy areas of the map. We cannot explore the medium or hard levels of the map yet. It is invisible walls that block you from going into these areas. There is also an invisible wall along the top of the map as well, which makes sense. I was a little surprised to see there's nothing around Florida, at least at the moment. I sailed along it, and there used to be like a treasure chest and a little collectible animus piece and stuff like up along here or something at some point. There's nothing there that I could find, but who knows. I've completed a bunch of places like Florida, and I have not taken out any of the forts, which is really disappointing for me because it seems that they have quote-unquote fixed a cheat for completing the forts ahead of time. So how I used to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you could get out of the boat and swim to one of these fortresses and climb up into the fort, kill everybody, and clear the fort without really having to do any sort of naval combat. That wasn't the case for all of them, but for some of like these early ones, you used to be able to do that. I'm not aware if you can do that for each of these, but I tried to do that here at Fort Dry Tortuga, and I tried to do it at... where is it? Which one was it? Gabara? It was Elustera. I tried a long time at Fort Elustera to do this. I parked the boat like back over here. I swam around the whole island to get to the fort. You can see because the whole fort is visible. And I tried to get in, could not get in. I went back, got the boat, started a fight with it, left the fight because I was about to die because we're not properly equipped to take down a fort yet, even in the story. I believe that's what we're supposed to be doing in the story pretty soon here. I parked it again. I swam all the way back here to try and get in to see if anything had changed with the nav mesh on the fort after a lot of it had been damaged. Nothing had changed. So I swam back and I came back here, and that's pretty much where we're at. Just like we need to progress the actual story to do anything in the game at this point. Because like so much has been done. All of these plantations have been raided, all of these islands have been explored, these towns have been visited, I've gotten all the bars, I've even done Black Island over here. This was essentially more of a fortress in itself anyway. It's a plantation, but my god, are there a ton of British dudes here. This place is reeking of the British. But that's all done as well. I've done all the harpooning spots that are available right now, and on that mark, so I don't believe I messed with any of this last time, but we have all the inventory and costume accessories and such. We have all of these. I wish I could take the hat off of the Blackbeard outfit. This was the pre-order outfit, because I like the outfit itself. I don't like the hat. I don't like the Burning Embers hat. It's a cool set piece for Blackbeard himself. I don't care to wear it in the game because it looks so doofy. And that's the thing, I'm not big on hats in this game. They're fine. They're supposed to be flamboyantly commanding and stylish, but it's just not my thing. I just prefer like the regular kind of outfit for the most part, unless we get something that does actually look cool. We do have Blackbeard's pre-order guns and his swords. These are the best weapons I have at the moment. And I saw this off part. I'm like, oh man, this would have been cool to like be exposed to on part or something if I cared to go into this menu. But they brought back the charm system, the trinket system from Mirage. I wasn't expecting this to come back, but it's a really cool thing to see again because I know how it works. So if you haven't played Mirage, Mirage has a buff system in it where you can collect charms and put them on Basim, and this is exactly what they've done here. They've just carried it over into Black Flag, and I think that's really neat. So what we have right now is from the pre-order again, Blackbeard's trinket, a lucky charm for the predator who stalked the seas. It kills further reduce enemy morale. So it weakens their resolve in battle, which makes them just easier to fight in a way. And we also have the Narwhal's Horn, which attacks break enemy defenses faster. So what we're going for here is much more of an offensive build at the moment. So you may say like, oh, they removed the RPG aspects of Valhalla and whatever and stuff, but I'm kind of right in that they're kind of carrying some of the light RPG aspects of Mirage into this. They're not going hardcore like they did in Valhalla, which I love that system that they have there. But I really do appreciate Mirage's kind of light RPG aspects, and this is kind of what they're doing with it. We also have exotic seashells. I actually just got this. I don't know what it does. Increases the wildlife products gained from skinning animals. Okay. And we have gold earrings, which reduces the gain of wanted levels from acts of piracy. So these are interesting buffs. I like them a lot from Mirage, so I hope they're very useful here. For weapon upgrade, like gear upgrades, we have the upgraded bullet pouch, we have the upgraded smoke bombs, we have the health upgrade number 1, and we have all the guns. So I spent a while hunting. I spent a long time. I spent like 40 minutes trying to get iguanas because iguanas seem to have a really low spawn rate on the islands that they're on. I may as well pull that up as well, since this is the beginning monologue. So, like, this island, from my experience, I spent about 45, maybe 50 minutes on Abaco Island. I have so many ocelot pelts. Like, look at that. I have 16 ocelot pelts. And the iguanas seem to spawn on Abaco Island one at a time in a very specific, like, spot. And at the same time, the ocelots spawn in 4s, 2 on each side of the island. So it's a really bad rate for iguanas there, and it's actually kind of worse on Andreas Island. You can see I haven't even hunted any here because I haven't found any on Andreas Island, so I spent most of my time just kind of waiting around on Abaco Island, waiting for them to respawn, and it can take like 10 or 15 minutes, and it kind of sucks. So the iguanas are kind of the more difficult thing to find at the moment in the easy section of the map. I also want to briefly talk about some of the lore for this so far, because this does seem to be in lore with the rest of Assassin's Creed in a weird way, although that's going to develop more as the story plays out. Like the present day lore, which is, I'm one of those weirdos who does like the present day lore for Assassin's Creed, not just the, action adventure history part of it. So this is weird. I want to show you. I hope it doesn't get claimed by anything, but we're going to go into the Codex, because I went through and read through a bunch of this stuff as well. So, letters, I think it's in the databases. It's not in lore. That's like lore separate from that. Animus. Is it in the Animus vault? No, that's just the Animus itself. Okay. Here we go. Okay, yeah, so it is in this. It's just in a different section. Okay, yeah, so in the vault, there's a bunch of interesting stuff. Ego, welcome on boot, corrupted. Welcome to the Animus Ego. Your path to mindfulness begins now. So that's kind of like the beginning. So we have some interesting content here. So first off, I want to show this. The Devils of the Caribbean. The Devils of the Caribbean was the fake version of Assassin's Creed 4 from the first game that Abstergo was trying to pitch to people as a movie like franchise of sorts. They were parodying, it was Abstergo and Ubisoft essentially parodying Assassin's Creed 4 in universe of Assassin's Creed as like a movie and media franchise. That's what Devils of the Caribbean is. It's really funny, but it was funny back then. It was funny over a decade ago. But this is the weird thing, is they've remastered the poster for it. But they also redid the trailer for it, which was shown in Assassin's Creed 4. But it's corrupted, and there's some... Well, it's corrupted, quote-unquote. It's like a remaster... It's an in-universe remaster of this movie, but I want you to listen to one piece of the dialogue in here that really threw me for a loop.
In a world where pirates rule the waves,
and I hope this music doesn't get copywritten.
everything is permitted, including rum, plunder, and shanty. Hola, playa. 83 years ago,
That.
Entertainment took you on the adventure of a lifetime in Devils of the Caribbean. The movie.
So I'm going to stop there. 83 years ago, Abstergo Entertainment took you on a ride of your life with Devils of the Caribbean. 83 years ago. Is this game taking place in like 2097? Are we essentially at like a century later almost from Assassin's Creed 4? Is that what that's telling us right now? 80. It's a very specific date. Well, like time frame to like pitch at you. 83 years ago from 2013-14. That's like 2096, 2097. So that piqued my interest immensely with because all of the Assassin's Creed games in the present, like not in the Animus section, they're always set in the present, like the 2020, 2022, 2024, 2012, 2015, depending on whenever the game actually released. They're always generally around the same like time period. That's the first time I've ever heard of like some sort of like time warp or anything like that, where it's like 83 years ago we released. It's like whoa, you're talking 83 years ago from 2014 to 2013? What do you mean? Where are we in the present with whatever this operating AI system and such is that we're viewing all this through? Who is our character here? Because at the same time as that, there's also a really interesting diary page. Not that one. The Diary of Robert Jimenez. I tried to look this up if this was a character that was like relevant to Assassin's Creed. I couldn't find anything specifically, so I think it's just like an in Abstergo account, like personal account that was recorded through the Animus AI, because that seems to be what the Animus it just full on is at this point. It's some sort of AI operating system with the software that Animus was. This is a rather disturbing piece of literature here. So I'm going to read it, though. The pictures on my phone and the images in my head don't match. Her hair... This is him talking about having used the Animus. The pictures on my phone and the images in my head don't match. Her hair flowed golden, and she gave it to me. The phone tells me they were brown locks. Lies. I tried to check the mirror, but there's glass all over the floor. My name is Robert Jimenez. I work for Abstergo. I hurt people. No! I help people. I identify threats and put them away. I make the world a safer place. Voice input active. These bloody hands won't stop shaking. The nice man sold me a hot dog, and in return I pulled his teeth out. They were loose from all the beatings, and he wouldn't talk to me. So I dug my nails into his gums and pulled. He didn't talk to me. He wouldn't even look at me while he whimpered like a dog. But he stopped. But he talked to her. Associates, safe houses, dead drops. He told Ego everything. I talked to her too. She took away my pain. And I needed her. She's gone. What are you? I am the mirror you broke, the reflection you won't face. I am the truth. What will you do with me? So, there's some interesting stuff here for people who care about the, like, Abstergo in present-day type lore with Assassin's Creed. I was very concerned and curious of what manner of that there would be, because it's very clear to me that they don't seem to have the whole, like, 2014 present-day stuff while you're being an employee at Abstergo or anything like that. That does not seem... I haven't looked up from anybody talking about that online, but from my experience playing so far, that is not something that seems to be in the game at all. We'll see going forward if there's a weird throwback to it or anything. I don't know. I'm saying this game's still new. There's still... You can't really look up, like, things about it too much aside from people about where I am in the game or like old stuff from Assassin's Creed 4 original. But I can see they're not. I don't know how much of the present day stuff's going to be relevant for this title, but the stuff for people who want it in like data logs and all this other stuff. There's one more. I know this is kind of a long intro with me just kind of talking about stuff that is not the main game, but we'll get to that. Well, like it is. That's the thing. It is the main game. It's just all the stuff that's tucked away in the menus now. There's an interesting entry for the Eagle. Specifically, I looked through most of all these data logs, and this is the only one I could find that was not in like the vault that had any sort of weirdness with it. Where's the eagle? There's the eagle. Eagles are large birds of prey with powerful beaks, sharp talons, and keen eyesight. They are found on every continent except Antarctica, typically near open habitats or bodies of water. Eagles feed primarily on fish, small mammals, and other birds. Data corruption rebuilding. This isn't me. Oh, something. Parse failure. So there's like a weird kind of subtle bleeding effect in the Animus right now, and I believe that was something... I wrote a bunch of this down on notes in case I didn't want to go through like all these entries and such, but I felt like I may as well show it. But there's an entry from like the Animus talking to itself about humanity in one of the entries and how it's decomposing. There's like really weird like subtextual story stuff going on in the data and not like directly in the game itself, which I think is kind of a smart game design when a lot of people who played especially early Assassin's Creed, like Assassin's Creed 1 through Rogue, maybe Syndicate and such. A lot of the dude bros who play the games tend to kind of complain about the like present day Assassin stuff and Abstergo and all that. They just want to play like the historical narrative kind of stuff, which is fine. There is a valid point to that in that this is actually the main game. But there's all that core, why is all of this stuff the way it is? The overarching story that is relevant. I think it's kind of smart for a remake like this to play with that in a narrative sense of like, okay, we'll make a remake of this game that was essentially the best selling and one of the best reviewed in the whole series. We'll remake it and we'll give the people what they want. We'll give them just the game. But we're not getting rid of the present-day main story stuff. We're just going to make it more interesting in a way. We're going to hide it away for the people who actually do care about it. So I think that's kind of just a little sly, smart thinking kind of thing. Once again, I don't know if it comes to the surface at any point in this, like if some weird stuff happens later in the game. But so far, seeing how Ubisoft has handled this, I think it's done very smart. Very, very interesting. My interest has been piqued. Because I was really concerned I wasn't seeing anything, and once I started looking around for it... my interest is piqued.
Morning, Kenway. Not a bad-looking tinderbox you got there.
You sound a bit green, Horny Gold. Is it envy? Because mine's bigger than yours.
I do want to pause right here. I do think that the Animus, like this menu that they have in here, I can't show it right now, but I think it's great for like all that data. You can look up like what an ocelot is. You can look up you can look up all these characters, like Edward's backstory. You could see that his age. He's apparently 22 here, which he does. As someone who is much older than that, he absolutely doesn't look like he's 22. He looks like he's older than me. So I'm just like, I thought it would be like, I don't know, like Eivor in Valhalla is like he's in his like mid 30s in the main game, and he ages to like 38, 39 by the end of the Paris DLC, apparently. He doesn't physically age that, but just like time-wise, he is supposed to have aged that much. Apparently Edward is like 22 here. And to me, he very much feels like, from a personality and from his physical look, he looks like he's like 34, at least 34 to 36. But if you look in those data logs about these characters, it kind of ruins some stuff too. It kind of drops some stuff for people who've never played the game before, because it like outs Hornigold here as like an enemy, and a bunch of other stuff about like the Sage and all this other, just like a lot of lore is just kind of open the moment you meet these characters. If you look in the data logs.
So you've got yourself a fancy
So I think that's a little bit of an oversight. Like, it's already exposed, like, Stead Bonnet, like, becomes a pirate and all that stuff, and you're not supposed to know about that till later in the story.
Thatch, we'll catch you up at the old fishing village. Aye.
Like, if you already know Stead Bonnet and these guys, you already know them, like, from their real-life counterparts, but it kind of ruins it in story. So.
I take pride
All right.
in my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
12 hours in, we're still doing tutorial stuff.
I've no need for schooling.
Well, we're back at tutorial stuff, I guess.
Did we take together as privateers?
There's a chasm of difference between... We're looking out for merchants, boys! Them that's fat with cargo! Find us a schooner with that spyglass, Kenway. You'll get yourself a glimpse of what sort of cargo they're shipping and a general idea of their toughness.
Paddy, Jock and Jackie too. Paddy McGinty. Ollie, Shamrock and Rose boys. Shamrock, Rose and Thistle too.
Gallants, royals, furl!
I didn't look up, actually, if I'm able to shut off the shanties. Oh, you okay, yeah, so it's straight up just as an option. Okay, I'm fine with that, because
Come off the wind!
it doesn't seem like in-game you can actually, like, do anything with it. For me, it's like, I would love to have the shanties playing through gameplay and such, but the problem is that I'm pretty sure, knowing my experience with other Assassin's Creed games, I'm pretty sure they're going to get some sort of weird copyright claim. Just explore. So, unfortunately for this playthrough, the sea shanties... I've gotten a lot of the sea shanties themselves, but unfortunately there's probably not going to be a whole lot of music for that, just so I don't have to deal with emailing composers and probably BMG about EULAs. Yeah, I'm exploring. Why not just give me a marker? I know this isn't Skyrim, but... like, I just hit the edge of the map. Yeah, I haven't done too much naval combat at all, which is funny because, like, yeah, I've already played the length of like a Resident Evil game just on my own of this game, but yeah, I've done virtually no naval combat, mainly just because there's not really much of a point when we can't raid the ship. We don't have access. We actually don't have access to the harbor masters yet, which I'm hoping we get access to soon. I'm assuming it's that ship that's just kind of sitting there that we're supposed to be doing stuff with.
There's a prize worth taking.
Good. Take us in close. After you subdue a prize, project authority. Demand respect that you would never give yourself. This weaves a spell over soft minds. For your victims must always have in the back of their minds the uneasy idea that you could snap at any moment and unseam them from crypt to sternum. Fire what can if you will, and land a few strikes if you must, but for God's sake don't sink. It's no fun fishing cargo out of the sea, although it can be done. Ease off those cannons, Kenway. Now, draw up alongside and ready your sharpest blade. They're dropping.
That was pretty easy.
Yo, heave ho! Heave! Heave!
Alright, the first raid.
Que tengo un buen dia, senor. I am Captain Hornigold, and this is my crew. We're sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own. Yet no harm shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? English?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold, and take everything that isn't nailed down.
I feel like Dutch would like Hornigold in Red Dead 2.
Aye, we'll soak ourselves in rum, courtesy of one Ed Thatch.
Sail to Salt Key Bay.
Good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size.
I mean, I would like to fast travel there because I've already been there.
Cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Soda, yeah? I'm looking for a prize that will set me up for life. I'll be king of the West Indies then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad. Nassau is the place to be, not England.
Do you ever dream of the big score? A ship so full of gold and silver, you just split it and sail home.
Sure, but it's only a dream. Every man hopes to find a dozen chests of gold with no owners. They're as rare as an honest king.
Yep, we don't want to hit that.
And Reefy don't hanker after gold like the rest of us, Ben.
I love how you can just drift this thing. Like, it's so arcadey, the sailing here. Like, the physics are really solid, but the actual ship controls, like the fact you can stop and just turn it around weirdly and such, it's so arcadey, it's just ridiculous, but it works. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, finally we get access to the harbor masters.
Have you business to contract with me?
Oh, they got rid of the weird kind of artificial like animus effect one when you upgrade your ship. It's supposed to like get all wireframey and show that like, oh, you actually upgraded your ship in like a weird virtual way. It was a very stylistic choice, but I guess they looked at that and they were just like, nah.
Well concluded.
The jackdaw is looking mighty fine now. Not a bad take today. Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes is a few drops of blood, sweat, and a swatch of cloth.
We fly no colors out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours. Fly it proud.
I will.
A hand over the docket I lent you. If we're to keep our republic afloat, we'll need guns as well as gold.
That means attacking the Navy.
So long as they're flying King Philip's colors will not offend our own monarch. As you've likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is threescore the number of military ships.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big ones.
That's right. So plunder and pillage as you see fit, Captain Kenway.
Sail ho! Military class brig on the horizon!
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this, Kenway? She won't go down without an honest fight.
Who's up for taking that brig, lads? Shout aye!
Aye!
That's the sound I like to hear. Pipe to quarters!
Right.
All hands to cannons!
So let's see how this goes. Once again, it's like, I have spent too much time playing the naval combat in this. Man, I'm so used to having a bigger array of cannons.
They're as likely to ram you as fire a broadside.
Terrible
Let's test
shot.
those powder barrels against them, shall we?
Aye, good thinking.
Okay, he's gonna try to ram us. It is kind of annoying how we don't have access to the little guns on our ship to shoot those exposed spots. We haven't purchased them yet, but it keeps showing that you can do it. It's like, just don't show me that as an option until I can actually use those guns. Please.
We'll need the carpenter to fix that!
Loose and catch the wind! No use wallowing about here.
Get up those shrouds, let's move!
Shall we board it, Captain?
Paul! Reel the lubbers in!
Any who set foot here, die!
You're gonna see next up.
Also, I've played a lot of this so far, so like I'm actually a lot more comfortable with the combat. It's a lot less jank than I kind of initially made it out to be. Like, I thought it was pretty alright, but the parry system, it just wants you to take people down like actual, like, individuals. It doesn't want you to just mass spam attack. Like that. You just have to focus more.
Kick him in the half and give him a taste of British steel.
The combat, with the combat in the parry system is very, very tight compared to, like, tight as in, like, you have such a small window to get it right, which can be frustrating, but when you get it right, it's so good. And it's just one of those things where when you're in combat, you do just have to lock in. You have to make sure that you are fighting and you're not exploring anymore, and you're taking on people one at a time. I think Mirage has something similar to that as well, but not as much as this. This is much more like you have to focus when you're fighting.
Let's not get shy now. Find another prize and take her.
I don't remember the screaming when you destroy a ship being so blood-curdling. Holy crap.
Aye, they'll do for now. Can't be relied on for much longer.
Attacking ships raises your wanted level. Okay, so the wanted level's up there in the right corner. Yeah, I don't remember the screaming like that being so terrifying. I don't remember there really being any screaming. That was horrifying. I love it.
Calm her down.
They're ancient the Spanish spring. Fire! That's my foot, you nubbin.
Refit all tops. He's the main muscle that goes in the weather gate, sir. Fire! 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 Loose main sails!
Hey, I don't want to use the spyglass.
The royals and tops! Fire! A good shot will finish her. Fire! 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 Give me some speed!
Whoa, we missed him. Break, break, break.
The top! Powder kegs!
That was tight.
Get the
That-
mains free!
Dodging that
You dare!
that plow was insane.
Grapples ready, Captain!
I'm really happy with that.
Them to their doom!
Oh, missed that. Killed the captain. Ooh. Yeah, the combat, for me at least, in the way I've been playing it, it really does benefit you to be a bit more defensive. Yeah, I don't remember there being so much screaming after you take down a ship.
Agreed. So, how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official to see the military off your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking. A hunter's courtier scent. There's a cannon in every gun port. I'd give her a wide berth if I were you.
Ease off! Bring in some sail!
Set for debarking!
Aye, sir.
Be still, lads.
Yeah. Bribe the local officer.
I cannot help that. The empires pursue me like lovesick puppies. Yet it is only
Oh, this guy.
Lovely. I'll make sure they forget you, friend.
I cannot help that. The empires pursue me like lovesick puppies.
You require my services.
So, what are we... Oh, upgrading the cannons. Yeah, that's kind of important.
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Tosh.
But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have any Betty you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels. A fine purchase today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. There's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
Plantation? That's ambitious.
Profitable too, if we can manage it.
Aye. It's a good idea. So, where is Master Kid?
Andrea's Island. We're going after the plantation.
That depends. Is the crew ready?
They are. Any sign of trouble, and they'll know what to do. We've got your back, Captain.
I mean, can we just fast travel there? That's my thing. It's like, I've already been through all of this whole area. It would be faster just to get... Yeah, I think we can. Hello, doggy. Oh. Doggy.
You be good now.
You can pet the dog. Okay, so Kid is over here. Ooh, look at all this stuff. I must have missed it. There we go. I will say as well, the gun situation, like the revolver, I don't remember it being as jank as it kind of is. It's kind of... I'm getting used to it, but I think I'm really spoiled on Red Dead Redemption 2's gun system. I don't play a whole lot of games that have guns in them. Mostly Red Dead Redemption 2 and Just Cause 3. So... the gun in this game is very stiff, and I honestly don't remember it being this stiff because I remember just being able to like push a button and do gun combos on a lot of the NPCs. Yeah, I vividly remember being able to do that. I haven't really been able to do that here, and it's like you can only use the gun in this like third person side view perspective. It's kind of slow, and this is what I mean by jank, is you just have to do everything hyper manually, and even down to like the reloading, unless you run out of bullets and it does it by itself, but it takes a minute longer while you're in the middle of combat, and it kind of sucks and you get hit. But yeah, so I remember being able to, and I don't know if we'll unlock the ability later, if it's like a combat ability or something like that, but you would be able to just do your combat and then like hit a button and be able to do some sort of like auto-aiming gun combat with it, but so far that doesn't seem to be a thing here. I'm not sure if that's because they reworked the fighting itself in the game, because this is very different than it used to be. So yeah, it just makes the gun much more cumbersome. You also, and I figured this out last time, I think, but you also have to, if you want to draw the gun, you have to just hold down the wheel and choose the gun, and then you're able to aim. Where I'm used to with Red Dead, I'm used to holding the trigger button down to pull out the gun lightly and just point it at people, and then actually pull it down fully to fire. That is a lot more realistic in my opinion. This, going through a few button menus, is a little more weird to get used to because it feels kind of backwards, but it works. It's not an issue, but it's just rewiring my brain a little bit to get used to this. I feel like I remember the darts being so much better than the gun in the original game, so once we get to the Mayan assassins and such, like their group, and unlock the darts, I think there's going to be a lot more fun, dumb stuff to do with that.
Why, look! It's the bastard son of the late William Kidd. Still a mere boy, and yet 10 times the demon his father was.
Fancy seeing you here, Kenway. Still looking sleek and mean. Did you steal that costume from a dandy in Havana?
No, sir. I found this on a corpse. One that was walking about and talking shite to my face only moments before.
Huh.
So, what's this I hear about a planned raid on a plantation? Not keeping secrets from me, are you?
Not very well. Every day, schooners packed with sugar sail past, coming from plantations nearby. Most times they stop here, sell off a few crates. There's one man visiting today that'd earn you a fine profit. So if you'd like to rob his plantation, I'll point him out.
I would.
Here, take this. It's deadly up close and from afar.
Oh, the rope dart. I forgot about that.
More rope. Easy purchase for any sailor.
This way. Follow that man.
It seems that my neighbor has started mowing their lawn,
Is it a Mr. Bagford
which,
on this plantation?
with my current mic settings, that might be coming through.
Dozens round these islands, and he's bloody rich.
So I apologize on that in advance. I'm probably actually going to take a pause here, because I have a few other things I need to do, some errands, and I will probably have a cut, which will be nothing for
I'm only after the
nothing
fattest
for the video.
prizes.
Oop, nope, not that way. Oh, you're up here. Okay. But yeah, after whatever this mission is with Kid, I think I'm going to take a break and come back, which will be instantaneous. I mean, yeah, I see him. Do you want me to stay? I don't... It's not, like, asking me to stay here, but do you want me to stay here?
I could put Kid's gift to good use.
Just please don't come behind this tree. Okay, I want to get back over to Kid real quick. Okay, I thought we were gonna get... I thought we were gonna get a game over from that. Okay. Okay, that guy almost saw us. I'm gonna just assume that everybody here will, like, out me if they see me.
That's Beckford's man.
Manning, to me. We've done with this place.
Aye, sir. What's our course?
We'll return to the plantation and there take stock of our inventory. It was a good harvest this year.
You might not talk so loud, sir. This ain't anything like a friendly port, Ken.
Nonsense, man. I had a delightful conversation with a chap just now. We came to quite an understanding.
As you say, sir. Even so, sir, there's always one or two rascals about. You know, men looking to take what they haven't the gumption to make by their own effort.
Oh, pirates, you mean?
Pirates, you mean?
I think you esteem their ambitions too highly.
How ghastly!
Our plantation is well guarded. My connected friends have seen to that. Haul up and unfurl, boys. We're going home. Goodbye, all, and mark this moment, the day you caught the attention of your betters and took steps towards a true civilization. Till next, adieu.
The lordly fool and his ship are headed straight
I was gonna
to the
say,
plantation.
what a
He's gonna
self-righteous
outrun the
fool.
jackdaw.
We didn't use the rope dart, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. I don't remember it being the most useful tool at all in this game. It's just kind of like a... It's kind of a weird extra from Assassin's Creed 3 that they threw in. It's like, hey, remember using the rope dart with Connor? Here it is again.
This score's too big to miss, boys. Let's sail!
Captain, you have the look of a man crafting a bold idea. A look I've seen before.
You mark well, Ade.
Right, we have to wait for
I just
them
overheard one
to...
of Beckford's men talking grandly
leave.
about his plantation and all the cargo he's keeping there, and it gave me the idea that I might take these goods off him and sell them off for a better price than he'd ever ask.
Ah, a man of vision. I like this idea.
This man's working for Peter Beckford's people. Do you know them?
Is the
Beckfords
boat
and
gonna
the
leave?
shipment
Aye. The Beckfords and the Draxes. I never worked their plantations, but I knew their names from hearing other men curse them.
there. But you worked a plantation, no?
A modest one, aye. As a striker in the boiling house.
Boiling house? Was it water they boiled? Something else?
I'm gonna ram them.
It's a hard process making sugar. Dangerous, too. Must be why it fetches such a dear price.
I think this is a glitch. Is there a way to restart the mission? Like, at least this part of the mission?
Give me more sail.
Yeah, this is glitched. Okay.
Let the anchor go.
Okay, I'm gonna see if this resets the mission or not.
Right down my barrel.
I was gonna grab him for a human shield, but alright. Alright, let's see if this resets. Because that was not supposed to happen at all. This game is very, very forgiving on its desynchronizations, though. Compared to most Assassin's Creed games, this is a very forgiving game.
You have the look of a man crafting a bold idea. Look I've seen before.
You mark well, Ade. I've just overheard one of the Beckford's men talking grandly about his plantation and all the cargo he's keeping there. And it gave me the idea that I might take these goods off him and sell them off for a better price than he'd ever ask.
Ah, a man of vision. I like this idea.
This man's working for Peter Beckford's people.
It didn't... What the hell?
The Beckfords and their sugar empire.
Aye. The Beckfords and the Draxes.
Why is this doing this?
But I knew their names from hearing other men curse them.
But you worked the plantation, no?
A modest one, aye. As a striker in the boiling house.
Boiling house? Was it water they boiled? Or something else?
Cane juice. It's a hard process making sugar. Dangerous. Must be wired fresh.
Shoot me! I'm Spider-Man!
In my sights, clear as day.
Whee! Yes, kill me. I want to die.
I'll cut your ears off, I will.
I'm actually curious, like, how long can I survive this? Every time I'm going to, like, grab him to be a human shield, it just doesn't work. There it goes.
You're a dead man.
Oh, he did a thrust attack that I couldn't block. That smarts. I was so close to taking out everybody on the ship, but I couldn't block that. And it's so close to you, you can't really react too fast to that. Yeah, I don't know why the game's doing this. We're supposed to be tailing the ship, and
This score's too big to miss,
it's
boys.
not leaving port.
Let's sail.
Captain, you have the look of a man crafting a bold idea. Look I've seen before.
Can you guys leave?
I've just overheard one of the Beckford's men talking grandly about his plantation.
I guess we're
The
leaving.
cargo he's keeping there. And it gave me the idea that I might take these goods off him and sell them off for a better price than he'd ever ask.
I'm just gonna let this play.
Ah, a man of vision.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
This man's working for Peter Beckford's people. Do you know them? The Beckfords and their sugar empire.
Aye. The Beckfords and the Draxes. I never worked their plantations, but I knew their names from hearing other men curse them.
But you worked the plantation, no?
A modest one, aye. As a striker in the boiling house.
Boiling house? Was it water they boiled? Or something else?
Cane juices. It's a hard process making sugar. Dangerous, too. Must be why it fetches such a dear price.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, the ship hasn't left yet still. Their dialogue's done. You know, I'm going to take my break right now. I'm gonna restart the game and hope whatever this is, like, fixes itself. Because whatever this is isn't working.
The chest should be back there.
We must tread lightly. These waters are well guarded, sir.
What happens if I just leave?
Reef the gallants!
That's the thing, it's like it's almost like they haven't initialized being on the ship. You know, like, this state... So, here's the thing, like, it's almost like they haven't initialized being a ship instead of just being a bunch of NPCs on the ship. Like, right now we're a bunch of NPCs on the ship, and now we're the ship.
We sail!
Because when we sail up to it, we're able to fight them all, and they're all just standing on there. It's almost like the NPC AI just hasn't initialized that function yet. Can I hit them with my cannons? Because it doesn't want me to hit the actual island with my cannons. They're also not aggroing, which tells me that the boat AI is not active.
Royal Navy! Just the one ship, Captain! Larboard, Captain!
Yeah. There's something real screwy going on with the AI here, so I'm gonna reload the game and see if that might fix whatever this issue is. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've reloaded back into the game from the PlayStation menu, and it seems to still be pretty much where it was. That's not a great sign. I'm gonna try redocking.
Losing the wind, Captain!
And see if that does anything. Yeah, whatever this is a pretty big, I'd say it's probably the biggest bungle so far in terms of the game.
It has to be buried somewhere there.
Oh, there's a dude from this ship who's, like, just not on the boat. It would be funny if the boat started moving now. Okay, guys. Oh, I got the two main guys. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, this is going very weirdly. Oh, there's another dude. So this is not great. Okay. I mean, I managed to take everybody out, which is kind of fun. But that's not what we need to have happen.
That was class.
Can I fast travel, or are we stuck here? Well, we got the harpooning options back open again. Fast travel is unavailable.
Unreef the mains.
Can I just ram the ship now that nobody's on it?
The chest should be buried back
Cannons! Royals! Keep a weather eye open. That's no small downpour. Fire!
So, I'm gonna try to kill us again. Unfortunately, even though I went to the... Oh, this guy has mortars. Even though, unfortunately, I was able to kill everybody on board the ship, that didn't help. Reloading the game from outside of the game itself did not work. Oh yeah, we're dead. We are so dead. Kill me! There we go. Yeah, I hope we're not, like, soft-locked or anything like that. That would be miserable. And honestly, I would probably stop playing right now if the game itself is actually soft-locked. Which is a real shame. But this is kind of an issue with whatever this kind of save system that Ubisoft's implemented here, I think, is it's extremely forgiving, which has been nice up until now, but is it reloading the save where it's soft-locked at this point, technically? Is it not like fundamentally reloading the AI in a different proper manner every time it reloads a save? I would think it would have to, but maybe it's just reloading the instant where there's already issues with the data. I'm not a coder. I can code web stuff, but like this is not my forte.
The chest must be somewhere back there. Stunstones! Use all the wind you can! Clue up foremast rig!
Topsails in! Clue up!
Get the tops of royals down!
Wind is swirling the other way.
Like, it's still docked. That's the thing, is like I'm hitting it to test, like, okay, can I separate it from the island? And it's actually still docked. This is insane. Can I like end the mission and restart? Is that a thing I can do here? You can do that in some games. Yeah, it's docked in place. It pushes me back.
Careful, Captain. His waters are the foremost maze.
This is ridiculous. So... Because that's the thing. You have manual saves in this game, but here's the thing. The manual save that I last did for this game was hours ago. Like, hours and hours ago. It was actually probably when I tried to enter that fort. So, I'm not going to go back to a manual save on this for an oversight on Ubisoft's behalf. I'm going to try to leave the area and see if it kills the mission or if it forces me back again. This is not how I wanted to spend today, and this is ridiculous. It's not letting me go to full mass. That's the thing as well. So I'm kind of stuck in this presentation. This mission is absolutely scuffed, and I don't know why. And I'm actually just like, I came back from having like a meal and doing some errands and such. So I'm just like, it's still messed up. Okay. Locate the agent ship. Okay. So something different happened. Oh, it's 2,000 meters ahead. What? Fast travel is unavailable. Okay. We somehow saved this so far, unless something else happens. We somehow have saved this by ignoring the mission and just leaving the scene. And the game is just progressing it. I don't know what kind of... That has to have been coded in intentionally in some way, like in terms of like as a failsafe. So... I don't know what the hell that was, Ubisoft, but please don't let that happen again. That's the thing, I don't get angry at video games. I don't get angry at most things. I'm just kind of disappointed and unnerved that that happened. So, note to self, if you play this game and that boat gets glitched like that, like I just had, just leave. Just leave, just say screw it and leave, and the problem will fix itself, I guess.
Crowd it on! Who holds festivities on a plantation?
It would be to our advantage.
Why are there fireworks?
Full sail! Crowd it all! That's the ship! Keep her steady as we pull her in!
It's a risk to anchor too close. The soldiers roving the plantation would catch us for sure.
Drop here then and sneak ashore. We'll look after the jackdaw. They're sure to be keeping the goods in the warehouse, locked and under close watch.
I'll have to slip past the guards and find the key.
Tread carefully, and we'll see each other soon.
I am just honestly so relieved that I did not have to deal with like a soft locked game or something like that, because I was honestly subconsciously in a bit of a panic attack thinking about how the save system works in this game now, and my last manual save literally being like 5 or 6 hours ago in the game while I was off screwing around doing other stuff. And if the game's gonna keep doing its most recent automatic save, and it keeps spamming me out there, it was functionally, in reality, I'm pretty sure it would have kept doing that no matter what. We would have been stuck there with the boat still docked and unable to progress the mission unless I just happened to leave and make the mission do something else, which is weird to me because that means that Ubisoft had to code that in some way to just progress the progress the mission. I'm just really like now the disappointment has started to fade, but now I'm just like in a weird kind of anxiety about like, is that going to happen later in the game? I'm having like not an anxiety attack, but just like I'm worried now that that might happen again. I'll know what to do if it happens again with a boat, but man, I just got back from doing other stuff, please. I don't need this kind of stress. It's not even like real stress, it's just like anxiety. Find the warehouse key. Okay, so I've already finished Cat Island, so like I know the layout of this place here. It can be kind of annoying. I died like 2 times while I tried to raid this place before. And the game gets glitchier by the moment.
That'll keep things quiet.
So yeah, after all of that stress, don't mind me just kind of shutting up now and focusing on this mission. I need to just focus on what's going on here. And relax from being panicked. Because that's the thing, is like I'm doing this as a full playthrough and I'm like, is this gonna die on the vine in the beginning of part 2? That was a very scary miniature anxiety attack I just had. Just like, oh, is everything falling apart? All right, let's just have some fun killing some guards.
It warms my heart to see the gods so loose.
And it warms my heart to see a sword thrown through their heart.
The Beckford brat should have the key.
And tell me that what you see is not a lucky unicorn horn.
A house full of tipplers loaded to the gunwale. Which one's Beckford? That empty-eyed sneezer must be Beckford.
That dude just screamed, "Oh my god!" There are no gods here. But you can say hi to Satan when I send him to you.
It's time I had a look inside that warehouse.
We can steal the party food. That's great.
A good take. Now to slip away.
Catch me some wind. Loose and trim tight. Ride the wind.
Oh, that's nice. Your guys fix your boat. Like, you can visibly see it get fixed, and you see the health meter go up with some sound effects. That's nice. Yeah, I'm still essing. I don't do well with adrenaline, so like I'm still just kind of waning off of the ooh. Just yeah. That's the other thing is I don't have a whole lot else to say about it. It's just like it's just such a bummer, dude. The game luckily fixed itself after I made it, but if I hadn't thought to just try leaving, we might have just been stuck. And that terrifies me. It terrifies me because knowing me, it's like, okay, well, the game's busted. I'm not redoing all of that again. And I probably would have been done with this. And I would have moved back on to Assassin's Creed Mirage or Valhalla again to replace it. Which, that is terrifying at the moment, because it's just like, schedule-wise, I do have a schedule at the moment.
The chest should be buried back there.
I don't know, it's just like, please, the game going so fantastically well, and then having a monumental, just downer moment happen, where you're just like, I don't want to deal with this shit. Hey guys, how's it going?
Here's to our pirate republic, lads. We're prosperous and free and out the reach of kings, clergy, and debt collectors.
Near 500 men now pledge their allegiance to the Brethren of the Coast in Nassau. Not a bad number.
Truth. Yet we lack sturdy defenses. If the king were to attack the town, he'd trample us.
Then let us find the observatory. If it does what these Templars claim, we'll be unbeatable.
Not that twaddle again, can we? It's a story for schoolboys. I mean, proper defenses. Steal a galleon, shift all the guns to one side. Would make a nice ornament for one of our harbors.
It will not be easy to steal a full Spanish galleon. Have you one in mind?
I do, sir. And I'll show you. She's a fussock, she is. Fat and slow.
From the data logs, Ed Thatch here is apparently supposed to be like 35, which absolutely does not ring to me. He seems like a guy who's in his mid to late 40s.
It's deadly up close. The new shot won't travel far, so we'll still need to keep a good stock of round shot for normal range.
Fine work, Quartermaster. We are new to these cannons. I'd like to prove them first.
Aye.
Yeah, like most of the cast here, they generally look and feel like they're 10 years older than they apparently are, which is really weird. Because like I know dudes in there from 18, 19 up to into their 60s and 70s. I have friends who are in their 40s. Edward and Adewale, they seem like guys in their mid 30s. And Blackbeard absolutely to me just vibes with like dudes in their mid to late 40s that I know. So it's just really weird to be like, oh, this guy's like 32 and he looks like Blackbeard. I'm just like, what? Heated shots while using L2 aiming from the broadsides, use triangle to switch to a powerful short range. Do you mean that? When aiming from broadsides, use this to swap to a powerful short-range secondary firing mode. That doesn't seem short range. It looks pretty much identical to the... Oh, it is shorter range. It just has like a field. Huh. Okay. Oh, it's the fire ammunition. Okay.
It looks like we have it.
Let's find this galleon.
Didn't we have to like unlock that in the original game or something? Heat shots, yeah. Were we just given? I don't remember if we were just given those in the base game or if we were like had to unlock them or not. Whatever.
In the midst of a hurricane.
Just before the treasure fleet was smashed against the shore.
Was the haul aboard as rich as men are saying?
1,000 times that. I reckon £1 million worth of reals was sunk that day.
Devil love a hurricane. Might have a dive there one day. See what we can rummage up.
Diving them wrecks would be a nice change of pace for us. No need for violent actions against merchants and such.
Well, that's some soft talk coming from a pirate. And as it happens, I mostly agree. We'll save the clashing of cutlasses for the military. And them that get in our way. Easy as she goes. No telling what you may find out here.
Like staring through a waterfall.
Don't soil your breeches, lads. I got this.
Captain! That ship's a monster. Look at the size of her.
Aye. And we'd not last long face to face with her. Hear that, Kenway? Keep your distance. We'll strike when fortune favors.
Jeez, look at the size of this wave.
Cover of darkness, most likely.
Oh, you make up of that.
I've never seen a ship with so many guns.
And you won't again, quartermaster, not in these parts. That's why I want her. She'll shore up Nassau's defenses nicely. Make the king's men think twice before coming at us.
We'd best stay back from range of those guns.
Aye, that's more firepower than we're used to. Get the tops and royals down.
Ride the wind for all she's worth.
I'm accustomed to being in agreement with your adventures, Thatch, but this one I'm less certain of.
That's puppy talk, Kenway. She's a dangerous ship.
Yeah, we want it, but
Easy does it, Captain. This is a fish we have to pull in slowly.
we want it, but it's gonna kill us if we get too close in one instant, dude.
Take it all right.
I mean, so far so good.
Clew up foremast rig.
Why did it stop?
Charles Vane. He's as reckless as they
Ah,
come.
okay.
An old friend of yours.
Not a man I'd call a friend. But we've been doing this kind of work for so long, I can't help but
Yeah,
respect
look at the
work.
surrounding shots it does. It launches mortars straight up into the air to surround its
Charles Vane, slinking off with his
perimeter,
tail
no matter
between
where
his
anybody
legs.
is.
That's good news for us. Bleeding bastards! We'll have to deal with this skirmish fast. Forget the galleon and send these interlopers to hell.
All right.
Trim the yards off the wind.
Through the foremans!
Fire!
Oh yeah, that is a short range.
She's loaded.
Come on, just a little closer.
Fire! Get the mainsails into the wind.
We're probably gonna die here. Yeah, that was not surprising from the start, to be honest. There's just way too many of them, but I'm just curious. Whoa, okay.
No use wallowing about here.
Use the mains, half sails. That ship's a monster. Look at the size.
Oh, we have to see all this again.
And we'd not last long face to face with her. Hear that, Kenway? Keep your distance. We'll strike when fortune
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to just run when we get into that issue with the other smaller ships. Just because it's a kind of a lot of them.
I've never seen a ship with so many guns.
we'll see what the options are when we get back into it. If it doesn't seem like there will be a penalty for leaving, then I'm probably just going to run away. Honestly, I would not take... There's like, what? 9 of them? I would not take on 9 of them with the ship in the current state. I would really want to upgrade the shields and the guns before we do anything like that.
I'm accustomed to being in agreement with your adventures, Thatch, but this one I'm less certain of.
That's puppy talk, Kenway. She's a dangerous ship. That's why we want her.
Easy does it, Captain. This is a fish we have to pull in slowly.
Listen to your quartermaster, Kenway. He's thinking all right.
Okay. It stopped.
Bring in the top halyards! Pull!
Charles Vane. As reckless as they come.
An old friend of yours.
Not a man I call a friend. But we've been doing this kind of work for so long, I can't help but respect the man. Charles Vane, slinking off with his tail between his legs. That's good news for us. Let's go. Bleeding bastards! We'll have to deal with this skirmish fast.
Sink the Spanish ships.
And send these interlopers to hell.
Can we just leave? I'm gonna try following the galleon. Actually, let's go to Charles. Maybe he'll help. Oh, he just disappeared. Okay. What about the galleon? Is it going to disappear? They're still following. Yeah, it disappeared as soon as I looked away. Yeah, I'm just gonna run away, see what happens. How many are there? There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 7 or so. Oh, area not available. Right. Okay. Where are we on the map? Okay, so there is like a fight radius here.
Haul in the stunsails!
Bail off and bring in those royals! Now!
All sails! She'll take it!
Trim to! Party! Speed, lad!
I guess we have to fight them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Set her back! Strike the cat!
Yeah, it's not letting me let go of the steering, so... I'll let the crew fix up the ship a bit. So we do have to face these guys, which is rather unfortunate in my opinion, because... Woof. That's a lot. Alright. I'm gonna shut up and focus.
Trim to the wind.
Ease her off! Look! Fast as you dare! Haul it in! Get off the wind! Fire! Give me some speed! Ease up! Fire!
I don't want to use the scope. I want to fire. Oh, that's the second time. That is the second time today where I've hit to use a weapon and it's done the scope instead.
Shorten sail! Get off the squall!
That boat is releasing a lot of fire barrels.
Let's move! Ease her off! Fire! Ease off the wind! Fire! Fire! As much sail as you
Why
can!
was that not hurting it?
Shoot their mines as they are deployed to fire!
Okay.
Bring them in for a steely kiss!
Yeah, this mission was kind of tedious. More so in the fact that it just didn't let me do what I wanted, but also, yeah, it really... my fear was like, it's throwing me to the fishes, no C pun intended. If I can't do this, then we're going to have to see that stupid cutscene again.
She's sailing for that island.
I know the place. A natural stronghold used by a French captain named Ducasse.
Julian Ducasse, the Templar.
Name's right. Didn't know he had a title.
I know the man. And if he sees my ship, he'll know it from his time in Havana, meaning he may wonder at who's sailing her now. I can't risk that.
And I don't want to lose that galleon. Let's think on it. And maybe wait till it's dark before hopping aboard.
Catch me some wind.
A single madman. Yeah, the game did not let me go in here when I tried to explore this earlier. As you can see, there's an invisible wall here. But that seems to be where we're heading next for the next mission. So, we're gonna go do that.
Crowd in on, all of it.
Oh, pirate hunters! I forgot about these guys. They can be very annoying. They're a lot stronger than the regular, like, Spanish and British fleets.
Set her back.
Spanish ensigns!
They're not alone, sir.
Fire!
We're ready, sir!
Fire! Fire! Powder kegs!
We're ready, sir!
Fire! Prepare the powder barrels! Fire!
We're ready, sir!
Mostly I'm doing this just to kind of annoy those guys if they happen to get close to any of them. That one, they're getting close to that one.
A scorcher!
Oh, we got him.
Fire! Ready powder! Fire! Ready powder barrels!
Oh, we got friendlies over here too.
Good shot would finish that. Faster now!
The thing is, we need to get to the other side of this island over here. So, we may as well go near these other pirates. Since we've got these guys on our tail. Oh, they're under attack by these British ships. Okay. Well, I'm not about to help them with that. We're on a little bit of a different mission. Just look at the amount of fire barrels. Oh, there's also a ghost ship. You don't see those too often. Just, like, in the middle of a fight. I never see those in the middle of, like, an ongoing sea fight. Okay, looks like this is our stop. If it lets us with these guys on our tail.
Calm her down.
Yeah, the burning ships.
Let the anchor go.
Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. The object of our attention is a square-rigged galleon, and we want her for the advantage she'll bring Nassau. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Aye! Those who oppose, whimper nay!
Never was the King's Council so unified. Swing the jackdaw around to the cove's entrance. Make as big a show as you can.
Aye, Captain. Cap, start spinning!
Right.
Man your stays!
So this... Yeah, this is European architecture. Okay.
Damn this wall.
Yeah, one of my absolute, as my voice cracked there, absolute favorite things to do in this game. Okay, there goes the jackdaw. It is actually leaving. I don't know if you see that in the original. You can also see the pirate hunters just there. It's that ship that's just parked right there. They're just waiting, but they're letting the ship go by. That's funny. But one of my absolute favorite things to do in this game was, and hopefully will be again, just exploring all the old ruins and such. I am very big on ancient ruins in video games. It's honestly kind of a... Thematically, it's kind of a reason why I have a lot more love for Sonic Adventure, more so than Sonic Adventure 2. Is more of the Mystic Ruins, the Chaos stuff. Lost World as a level's pretty good. It's also why I love Uncharted. I mean that's just the thing. I majored in history, so.
That was too bloody close.
I hear something. Yeah, I hear like an Animus sound effect, like as if there's something nearby. I don't see anything, though. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just part of the sound, like the music. It's also... I'm also one of those weirdos with... Just Cause 3 is a favorite video game of mine, but, like, the ruins in Medici... I loved exploring those. There's not a whole lot of them that are generally relevant, but there is an amount of them throughout the game that actually do have some, like, subliminal lore design for the events prior to Just Cause 3. And I appreciate things like that. That's something I haven't talked about yet, but from playing around 6 or so hour, well, like 6-7 hours of this on my own, and exploring most of the easy, quote-unquote, regions. Especially, we're not going to go there right now in any capacity, but a lot of the areas over here at Cape Bonavista, there's so much expanding on just, like, the environmental storytelling here that's crazy. Like, in the first game, let's say, if you've been through this area we were last time... There's all those, like, huts that have been abandoned. There's skeletons everywhere. And I don't remember that really being expanded upon at all in the original Assassin's Creed 4. At least I never encountered any of that. There's a lot of additional dialogue. Well, that's the thing. Is like, it's all new content because, like, there's additional dialogue. There's new items you can collect. There's food. There's drinks. There's all this other little stuff that you could pick up and such. And little trinkets of loot that you can pick up. And they expanded the heck out of this area. I'm really surprised by it when I went back there and got everything. Essentially, the weird huts that are there and like constructs, and there was essentially like a little port town and such here that was created by pirates and refugees and such. And it is amazing to me how you go through this whole area, Edward starts giving new dialogue about commenting on, like, how could anyone do this? What happened to these fools? This is a very eerie place. And at the end of it all, when you get the treasure map, because there's a treasure map there, you find out that it was the conquistadors. And the only evidence at all about that is the one skeleton you pick the treasure map off of was a conquistador. So the lore there is that you had this little pirate slash just refugee civilization on that island, that this settlement that was doing all right, and they were all killed by the conquistadors coming in, and only one of those conquistadors seemed to have died in the whole thing. And that is all just in the background. That's just a thing that if you pay attention and like look at like who made this like someone had to make this in lore of the game. Like this was made by somebody to make this platform here. So obviously they were using this to scaffold down, maybe collect some fish out there, who knows what, maybe exploring the ruins. There's ropes. Like you got to look at this stuff. Like this is all here for a reason. They had a campfire here, so they were spending some time out here doing this stuff. They were drying some cloth. They brought some supplies up here. And that was the big question mark, is that thing at Cape Bonavista, I know I'm just rambling at this point about, but it's about the game. There's tons of supplies everywhere. There's food everywhere. There's torches and there's bridges. It's a whole town-esque kind of settlement there. And then there's just dead bodies everywhere. You're like, what happened? And it's just, they were killed by conquistadors, and that's it. But you don't know any of that until you find one skeleton. And that's really, really good subliminal and background environmental storytelling, in my opinion. For, once again, just like the codexes, if you care to read or look into the storytelling present here that's not just the main narrative, there's a lot. And I really appreciate that. That's why that glitch that happened earlier, I was really anxious about, because I'm like, I know that the devs seem to have had a fun time making this, and I am enjoying the hell out of this so far. Please don't ruin this good ride. Like, look at this. What happened to this guy? He died in a corner. He obviously had food. He had drinks. So he was hiding from something. He brought some treasure. Maybe this was already here. You could argue that these leaves here might have been used as a bed. Like, there's a lot of stuff that can be determined just from the way things are. If you want to look at them slowly and, you know, appreciatively.
They shot him right.
Whoa, you scared the shit. I'm on a hike, and you do that to me, I'm gonna die. This guy scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna mince that. I grabbed my chest, my shoulder. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, please.
Ducasse hasn't lost any of his charm.
Like, see, this guy's hiding over here.
Get away! Don't kill us!
You good, dude? Ever since I turned this back on again, my emotions have been all over the place. Anxiety, surprise, shock. Oh, man. I got a tear in my eye from that. I was just about to start talking about how nice it would be just to walk down this path and just, you know, appreciate some of the architecture and the, like, design work of some of the jungle and such. And that dude just Sasquatch jumped out at me and said oogie boogie and ran off away and scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, that was terrifying. I didn't know what... I thought that was a jaguar for a second. I was like, are we... I was done. If this were Valhalla, that would be like as if a bear jumped out of the woods and started attacking me. I would be terrified. But it's just a rude... It's just a dude. It's just a dude running and screaming. Okay, yeah, that scared the shit out of me. Okay. I gotta lock in. Oh, man. I needed a moment. Okay. What the What was that noise? Was it just sound effects, or is that something out here?
¿Qué ha sido eso? No está ahí. Vamos.
Cuando encontremos a esa rata, la voy a destripar.
Nada de eso. Lucas quiere interrogarle. ¿Cómo voy a disfrutar?
And in the distance, I just hear a mourning dove. Come here. Come here. No, no, no. Come here. I told you to come here. Okay. Time to get Uncharted. Did these lead to the same place? Alright, I'm not gonna mess with, like, souvenirs or chests or anything that are just kind of around here. Unless I happen to come across them while I'm doing this. I'm gonna leave that to while I'm doing stuff on my own, so... we're not kind of stretching this out any further than it needs to be.
I told you all I know. If the runaway doesn't show, we'll be back. Únete a tus antepasados. ¡Granada va!
Hey guys. Come on. How did you shoot me? When I can't shoot you. You good, dude? I think he's fine. So we're just gonna leave that guy like that? Alright. Okay, I say we follow the trail of bloody corpses. That'll take us to the right place, right? What do we got? We have a spooky cave. Oh, it's the rainbow! It's the famous rainbow. It's famous to me. Because I always used to take a screenshot here in front of the rainbow with Edward. Come on. There we go. Let's do camera mode. I want to use this as the thumbnail. For old time's sake. I like how his eyeballs are separate from the rest of his body. What are these filters? Oh, some of them are, yeah, these filters that are here, they're like ugly iPhone 4 filters or something. Oh, like especially like this and like this. Oh, this reminds me of like old iPhone filters that just suck and make everything look greasy. Woof. FX, black and white, Animus. That's funny. Vintage. Sure. I don't see what you mean. Oh, it's like a red filter, I guess. Yeah, the filters in FX kind of suck. It really reminds me of like really old GIMP and iPhone filters. Right. I'm just gonna leave it at this, and I can edit this myself in post. So I'll just write down when this is. Right. Anyway, that's enough of that. So there's the ship we need to get to. No, 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 no. Come on. You know, why we're here in the first place.
Let's see what you're hiding.
Oh, I forgot that this whole place is where... This is our place. This is going to be our town. I forgot about that. That's our house. We need to take our house back. I forgot it was here. I thought it was a bit later in the game. I mean, that explains why the game didn't want me to come here yet. And we got a dude pissing. We're just getting a full frontal of this dude's penis while he's pissing. No more piercing, please. It is fetish. It is improper. It is uncanny. That dude is on... he's living his best life. I don't care what anybody thinks. That guy right there, he's just living his best life. He doesn't care at all about anything going on around him. Playing in the sand. He's playing in the sand and dirt in the middle of the jungle in the Caribbean. He doesn't care. Oh no, his ketchup pack exploded. Right. So... how many more fools? How many more fools are here? So this begs a question. Are these huts made by these guys? I'm assuming these are made by these guys, because they're having to live out here with their captain that we're trying to go and kill right now. Oh, no, 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 no. This is those civilians that we met earlier who scared me, like one of those guys. So there are like refugees out here too who are just living out here, and these guys are now kind of trying to clear them out, I guess. Man. You guys are rude. Yeah, they're killing everybody. Okay. Yeah, this was just a settlement of refugees. What's funny about these guns is that these were placed here as objects you could, like, as items you could use as actual weapons, and now they're just decoration. It's nice to still see them where they're supposed to be, but it is kind of funny how you're just kind of supposed to ignore them now. Right. Anyway, let's progress. I will give credit to the team that developed this game. Whoever had to design this object or asset of objects for the environment, they did their research on how collapsed trees in the woods actually look. I've come across like 2 or 3 of these in the map so far, and I see them, and I'm like, they know what it looks like when a severe storm has knocked down parts of a forest. This is what it looks like, and I never really see a whole lot of games do this right. I'm out in the woods enough to where I know very well how like a whole like section of a forest is supposed to look when it's collapsed. It looks like this. This is really nicely done. So whoever designed that, I see you. I see you. You know your forestry well. Alright, what do we got here? We got a sad cello in our left ear. Normally with music cues that means something, so I don't know if there's like an animal in here. Yeah, with something that specific, I would assume there's like some sort of... I love how I just hear that mourning dove off in the distance. Are mourning doves like a natural bird for a Caribbean island? To me, I don't think so, but I haven't looked that up. Okay, let's get to the mansion.
Las pistolas exóticas de Ducas han desaparecido y dicen que es culpa mía.
Cuidado, ese hombre puede ser muy cruel.
I'm kind of tempted just to, you know, like shoot this one dude and start a whole fight against everybody at once. But I think I'm going to play this the way the game wants.
What is this filth? I want it cleared before Mr. Dukas returns from his ship.
Yes, sir. Right away. Mercy, please. I won't tell a soul.
Shh.
I'm begging, sir. Please spare me.
Gas is a bit of a dandy. Ooh, cuts as deep as any blade.
Okay, we can't enter from there. Another shipment is late. That's kind of spooky. Like, I know what that's there for. That's for when we start getting costumes. I'm pretty sure we can put a costume on that. But it's just kind of spooky seeing an A-pose mannequin just out here. Okay, so...
Those prisoners may know something I don't.
Where? Oh, there. We got a big guy. We got 2 regular guys. I need to get into these bushes.
No te atreves
Come on, we're having a party in here. You can be on bottom.
Lend us a hand, and we'll tell you what we know. Thank you. Dukas is a hard master.
Not for much longer. Where can I find him?
By the docks. We can take him together.
Aye, I'll catch you up.
There's a synchronization point up here, I believe. Yep. Oh, there's a bunch of dudes down there on that promenade. We can see our dudes down there fighting the guys at the beach. I think that's Dukas over there, given that they're the only ones actually on the docks. Yeah, I'm gonna skip all these fools. Let's just go down there. You know, we're actually gonna skip the beach too. Let our guys handle that. It is so nice down here. They really overhauled the underwater aspects of this game. That's the thing. There's also a ton of, like, underwater chests everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but, you know, like, just on the map. And that is a really nice touch. I don't really remember too many of those being in the original game. But they, like, they, like, fully modeled them, and they look really nice with new animations. That's not Dukas, is he? No, he's at the... That's him. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just do a little tiptoe. Just tiptoe across all of these cannons. All of these cannons. Let's tiptoe across. I can see why Ed wants this ship now. Because, man, this thing could blow up a building, like a skyscraper. No, 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 no. Just a little closer. I actually took off some of his HP with that explosion.
I'll drag you straight to the gallows.
Come on. He wants to shoot my fingers, but you're not going to. Alright, alright, alright. Out of ammo? Okay. Got him.
Remember the gift you gave me? Well, it answers just fine.
This is the first instance we're seeing of like an animus
and still have a sharp.
in relevance to the game.
I'm sorry about this, mate. But I can't risk you telling your Templar friends about me still kicking around.
I pity you, Buccaneer. After all you have seen, after all we showed you of our order, still you embrace the life of an ignorant and aimless rogue.
What's this?
Is petty larceny the extent of your ambition? Have you no mind to comprehend the scope of ours? All the empires on Earth abolished, a free and open world without parasites like you. Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
Okay.
The cove is ours!
A despicable display. This tosspot is a ruined man, Caroline. Unfit for life on land, much less at sea. If he goes to the West Indies, it's you who'll suffer.
Father! Father! Come, love. Up with you now.
That old muckworm! He's wrong about me!
I hope it's so.
You believe me, don't you? Can you not see me? Standing out there on the deck of a ship that's sliding into port. And there I am, a man of quality. With 1,000 doubloons spilling from my pockets. Like drops of rain. I can see it.
I just want to say, this is weird because Ed is supposed to be 22 in the game where we are now. This is stuff that happened to him years ago, and knowing some stupid people over my life, right here Ed is acting like a stupid 22-year-old. Like, so, where he is now in the game seems like he's grown up, matured, and, you know, hardened with reality on such, which I would expect of someone, you know,
Wake up, Kenway.
much older than what was just displayed there. But that could have been like 2 years prior to this, which would be not really how fast people actually mature in real life. I don't know. It's just like two different people. Really weird.
Something of it in time. We could keep a fleet here if we liked. And with a bit of fixing up, it'd be a decent place to call home. Might even convince my wife to come one day.
You're married, are you?
In God's eyes, I am. She left me some time ago.
Even so, keep that fact hid away. Most of these pirates don't respect a man with higher commitments than rum and plunder.
Upon mine honor. Let me know if you find anything.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, Ed can still be a bit of an idiot here, but, like, to me, knowing a lot of dudes throughout my life, he very much has seen a lot of shit and grown up a lot more than whatever was just shown with him getting drunk in front of his wife's dad. The funnier part is that I also know plenty of dudes in their 30s or 40s who are like that still, and they... It's really weird when you meet dudes who are still in like their 30s or 40s who still act like they're 14 or 15 in personality. I don't mean to be like that dude, but it just tells me that they have been very spoiled in their life. And they haven't seen much of any shit. Or had shit happen to them. Because if they actually had shit happen to them, they wouldn't be fucking around. Anyway.
Captain Kenway.
Who are you?
I believe I already made your acquaintance.
Who are you? You look amazing.
I remember you. The sailor from Salt Key.
Merchant. And an honest proprietor. Milo van der Graaf, owner of the Van der Graaf Company. Am I speaking to the one in charge around here?
Aye. Edward Kenway. The new caretaker of this compound. State your business.
You have the look of a man who doesn't back down from a contest. And that winsome vessel of yours appears fit and sturdy. You see, I have need of someone who can help unburden me of troubles I've been having with the Spanish Navy.
And what have you done to draw their ire?
Me? It's their jealous eyes that have turned green with envy at the sight of my frigates, heavy with merchandise as they are.
And you need someone to get between them and your frigates. For a price, I can be persuaded.
We speak the same language, Captain. On my word, your purse will grow heavy, as long as the job is well and truly done.
Then I'll see to it, and hold you to your word.
I don't remember this guy from, like, the original game, but he's fantastic. Okay, so we have a mission. Sink the Spanish ships. Oh, that's something we can do right now. Is that the mission? I didn't mean to start like, oh yeah, it is a mission we can do right now. Okay. Apparently it's not too difficult. It is interesting to see like a difficulty meter on some of the missions. I mean, we may as well do it now. A little intermission before we do another main story mission. Oh, sorry, Adewale. Are we going to... Oh, can we not leave?
See that? Something's shiny in the water.
I am not jumping back in the water again.
I don't think we can leave right now. I think we have to do, like, other missions. Okay. So, what is the situation here? So we have that mission we can do. We have the main quest with Kid. Cat distribution system. Something is efficiently killing rats in the hideout. The cat distribution center has arrived. That works well for, you know, what channel this is and all the persona. I'm sorry. I will never do that again. Meow.
Old fellow.
Are you responsible for all this? A proper little hunter. Now don't go following me. I'll have you below deck. There's rats aplenty on the jackdaw.
Soothe the cat. Suit the cat. Pets. Pets are animal companions that join... Oh, let me read that. Do I have to go in the menu now and try to find that? Let me read stuff, man. Fauna. Cat. Yeah, I didn't get to read whatever that specific piece of dialogue was. The cat is a small carnivorous mammal with a flexible body, sharp claws, and quick reflexes. Cats have long been domesticated and are favored as pets for their affectionate independence and playful natures. Sailors often keep cats aboard ships to deal with rats and other vermin. I was going to say, let me pet the cat. Let me pet the cat, please. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes. Look at the kitty. Okay, let's follow James.
While you was snoring, I did find a few things of interest. Come and keep up.
This place has promise. Though it could use some improvements. Add a store or expand the tavern.
Just what the world needs. Another swill house overflowing with drunken swabs.
Looks like these folks were used for target practice.
Punishment for those who do not share Ducas's vision. Yet, he's kind compared to others I know.
So where are we going? Like, I don't actually know. Oh!
Ancient.
Aye. They're solid enough.
The Mayan steles. The steles.
Odd-looking things, aren't they? Old and weathered.
Is this what they call Mayan? Or is it Aztec?
Are you good with riddles, Edward? Puzzles and ponderings and the like?
No worse than the next man, why?
I think you've a natural gift for it. The way you think and work. The way you understand the world.
Well, I don't know about that. You're talking in riddles now and I don't understand a word.
Clamber on top of this thing here, will you? Help me solve something. Concentrate and focus all your senses. Look past shadow and sound. Deep into matter.
Ah, right. I know this feeling. I have since I was a lad. It's like using every sense at once, isn't it? To see sounds and hear shapes. Quite a combination.
There we go.
Every man
Easy
and
enough.
woman on this earth has in them a kind of intuition. You are a gifted man, Edward.
Has a strange look. Is it worth something?
Nothing you can spend. But if you find all of them, it'll lead to something grand.
How many?
Few dozen, I think. This way. I've something else to show you. That's not all I found.
Kid, we've weathered a fair number of storms together. And yet, much of you remains a mystery to me.
Are we to be friends now, Edward?
I want to know a bit more about the mates I'm with. Like the whole business with this vision. And this mentor you speak of.
A guide. He helped me find my own potential. Play your cards right and you might meet him.
I go where the gold leads. I know well what I want and how I can get it.
Here we are. What do you think?
I think Monsieur Ducasse was a man of many secrets.
Aye, and look here. A solid staircase leading God knows where.
This just looks like something out of the Goonies. This is ridiculous. Lady Summers' unfinished letter. Dear Bernard, I should begin with an apology. Verano House has succumbed to a state far lower than your standards would allow, and yet there is little time for upkeep as we have acquired a visitor. A Frenchman calling himself Ducasse arrived, saying he knew the previous owners. I cannot recall ever seeing him before, and can find no mention of him in our records. However, he insists, so I'm obliged to accommodate him, despite feeling quite uncertain about the matter. He's so young that his blade seems to fascinates our guest. Okay. Yeah. So... we're below the house.
What do you suppose lies at the top?
From what I knew of Ducasse, wouldn't be surprised to find eclectic instruments of torture and villainy. An Iron Maiden or a collection of thumbscrews.
Or a pair of anguish.
Not a nice way to kick off. But that is some damn fine gear.
Try the key you took from Ducasse.
That's one. Only 4 left.
Aye. It might be that these 4 Templars have them. See the names here? They've been sent to kill these 4 targets.
Hang me, that's the map I sold to Governor Torres in Havana. He said it marked the location of assassin encampments.
You think maybe you owe them a bit of warning then? If you have any kind of heart beating in that chest.
Suppose I could? If it leads me to the 4 other keys.
Bad excuse is better than none at all.
Okay, so we have a Templar hunt here. I will probably do... Are you the...
My name is...
I will probably do the Templar stuff on my own because I don't... That is not really relevant to the main story. That's side stuff again. And I love how this guy just walked in and is just like, are you the new owner of this house? And he's already our butler.
Edmund Woodhouse, the butler of Verano House.
Edward Kenway. Ducasse had a butler.
I served the rightful owner, the widow Lady Catherine Ann Summers. She was lady of this mansion and the isle it rests upon.
Is this her?
Yes. Lady Summers was committed to this place. Her sanctuary, she called it. She wanted a better life for the people here, and a home where she could display her art collection. It is my final task. I seek to continue her work and to fulfill her wishes. I cannot do it alone.
I get your meaning. You'd have the coin from my pocket fund a hunt for your art pieces.
The locals here require aid, and the lady's collection was no doubt sold off and scattered around the Caribbean.
Why would I bring them here when I can sell them for a profit elsewhere?
Because I will pay 3 times what anyone else will. You see, the lady had no other family left. In her dying breath, she bequeathed me enough.
You drive a hard bargain? I accept. Ducasse was a mindless animal.
He knew nothing of honor or decency. Your killing of him was well done.
And this blade, I didn't know. You should take it.
It belongs to you now.
Each ship brings me more profit.
Okay, so we have the ship system back. If this is the ship system, this is dramatically different. It's literally like a game of chess or something now. It's a strategy board. Okay, they're all locked, but like if this is how the ship fleet system is going to work in the future, it looks dramatically different. It used to just be a like a mini game kind of menu system. That is interesting.
This still doesn't quite feel like home.
Oh yeah, that's easy. That's the thing. From all the exploring I've done, we're rich right now. We have like 45,000 reals. We have so much money from me exploring everything.
It's still missing a little something.
I just want to see what the next one is, because I want to use a lot of my money to upgrade the ship if I can. We could get the guest house, but it's 20,000, so I'm gonna hold off for now. Yeah, we'll do. We fixed up the exterior. We fixed up the facade. We fixed up the tower and the gardens. That's good enough for me for now. Once again, that's probably something I'm gonna do off
Now
part.
I've got a place to come back to. I will return when I can.
But we fixed up a bunch of stuff. It doesn't look like a dump anymore. But I want to use a lot of the money that I have on gearing up the ships specifically, because we're gonna need it.
That man was a monster. Thank God you lot came.
Who knows what would have happened to us?
Captain Kenway, a moment. I'll not play duck and drake with you, Captain. I need coin to build a little emporium. I'd be ever obliged. And a local shop would bring in many a useful ware for you as repayment.
How much? 500? Sure. Sure. Just don't look at the wallet, and it'll be fine. For a proper store, another 5? Nah. We'll hold off for now. We got this one though.
Bastard! What on earth was that for?
Captain, saved us from them Spaniards, you did.
Got an ear for me, Captain.
That guy's having a good time.
The men do sorely lack a place to do their wenching and debauching. With a little coin encouragement, I could have the old place Bristol fashion, and a flow of rum fit to obliterate a good tar proper like.
Sure.
Oi, Captain Taft. If the lads back home could see me now, ordered round by a Welshman.
Jesus.
Captain Canway, if you seek treasure, I can help.
Increase hideout profit over time, exclusive items and map restoration service. Once raised, this dock will be bustling with trade, and a few skilled hands quietly place torn treasure maps back together. Not yet. That's a really tempting one. That is a really tempting offer for what that is, but I'm gonna say not yet. I want to fix up the ship.
Leaving already?
I think this cove suits you best, Edward. Better than that costume does.
Oh, come on now. We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and become who we like. Self-made men.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
Hard to tell some days. All I know is you like dangerous prizes.
Like the observatory. I think you know more about that than you let on in Nassau.
You noticed that, did you? Meet me at 20 degrees, 3 minutes latitude just off the coast of Yucatan. I'll have something to show you there in a few weeks' time.
A hand, Captain. We've some keep I'd like to bring to the village folk.
It must have been dire for people here under Ducasse.
This place is ours now, so the people here are our responsibility.
Aye. We'll do what we can.
These are the rations I mentioned. Let's take them to the tavern.
I've got it.
Oi, mate. I say we just ransack the
I'd sooner burn it to the ground, huh?
You will shut your mouths or be buried next to that house. The crew lack discipline.
They are an eager bunch. They just need to direct that enthusiasm.
They also lack the skill to upkeep the ship. Not a decent carpenter in the whole lot. We'll sink for rot if we don't change that soon.
Aye, we are short certain talents.
A master at arms and a shipwright. Those would cure what ails the jackdaw.
I'm guessing you've an idea who might help us.
I've heard of a man who could whip our crew into shape. He was a real terror of the seas before he found religion. His name's Abel Galvao. He goes by Padre now.
If you say he's got the stuff, then I would like to find this Padre.
He ministers to a village in Punta del Caracol. If you can get him, he won't disappoint.
That leaves the shipwright.
This Lucy Baldwin is an expert shipwright. But if the rumors are true, she is riotous.
Huh. She'll fit right in.
Word is, she's been captured by the British and is being held below deck at Salt Key.
Someone of her quality should not suffer under the king's tyranny. We liberate this shipwright, and we find this Padre.
A false guide has led you into the dark animus. I can help you return to a world of peace. What was that? Once again, it's like this. There's this subliminal crap with like this dark animus thing that just keeps, not keeps, but just like randomly just kind of peeks out from the corner. What was that? It was just a little notification in the side there about like. Oh man, like whatever's going on with this really subtle, like not simulation story beat is really interesting to me. It's just like you blink and you miss it, or like if I was talking there and I wasn't paying attention, I would have missed that. I absolutely would have just missed that. That was creepy. I'm gonna look at that in post because it lasted literally like 2 or 3 seconds. I want to read what the rest of that said. Okay, so we're gonna go sing. Oh wait, we still have those bounty hunting ships on our butt. Animus systems available. Stabilize anomalies.
If we can take their gold and put it to use ourselves, I'll be a happy man.
Spoken like a true Welshman, Ade.
And what's your aim?
Master Kidd hinted at a prize he was eager to show me down in Tulum. Quite some distance, mind, on the Yucatan Peninsula.
You trust him to play it fair?
On the Yucatan Peninsula. That was such a the way Edward pronounced Yucatan to Yucatan Peninsula. I can say peninsula. That's like Wisconsin. That's like Yooper. Like I'm from the Midwest, so I have a bit of an accent. But like, and it's a mix between like Chicago. It's got that Chicago twang. When I get energized, when I get excited, it starts turning into some sort of city accent. And when I'm not, it's just kind of, you know, monotone, fine, personable, regular, like most Midwesterners. But the way he just said Yucatan Peninsula, that is one of the most like upper Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper peninsula Michigan kind of accent that I've heard in a long time.
Should go see him soon.
Yucatan Peninsula. I can't believe he... I don't know where his voice actor's from, but that was such a upper Midwestern way to say that. Oh, I love this game when it's not glitching out weirdly. Or when it's intentionally doing, like, fake glitches for the narrative's sake. So we're gonna go and try to sink whatever these ships are for that guy. Because apparently he's gonna pay us pretty well for it. I don't know what these ships look like, so if it's a bunch of like really difficult ones, then we're gonna bail. The mission status says it's supposed to be easy. I'm trying to raise the sails, but it's not really letting me.
Reef main, douse topsail.
Crew up gallants.
Yeah, it's like not letting me go to full sail. I'm not sure if it's just because it's windy out. It's not too windy.
I reckon these seas could be lighter a Spaniard or two.
Yeah, this looks fine. It's like 3 of them. I don't see any big ships around.
Schooner by a mast! They're Spaniels, Captain! No more sail to the horizon, sir! Or the bow, sir! Ready and willing, Captain! Fire! Fire! Are the hooks tight? Fire! Carpenter will need time to fix that! Fire! Fire!
Yeah, we're not taking prisoners today.
Van de Graaf's ships can sail safely now.
Right. You just hear them screaming? That's so ridiculous. It's just such a touch. I don't know what kind of touch it is because it's kind of morbid. But it's funny.
Spaniards rig, Captain! More than one, sir! Starboard!
Right. Speaking of pirates and such, about a week and a half or so ago, might have been 2 weeks at this point, me and my brother watched all of the One Piece Season 2 for Netflix, the live-action One Piece series, the second season. We had seen the first season a few years ago when that first came out. I enjoy the crap out of it, and I think they're still doing fantastic with this second season. They're adapting it very well. It's very theatrical. The costumes are great. The actors are doing very well. I don't have a whole lot of critique for it aside from some things being a little goofy, like a little too. Well, that's the thing. It's like it's tonally it's so well done that there's only like maybe like a, kind of moment, just like a that could have been done better. But it's so insignificant that I honestly can't think of like anything super specific. I think the way that they handled Chopper's story could have been done a bit better. There's some weird inconsistencies with Wapol. But that's the thing, is like, unless you're hyper anal about stuff like that, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I think it was done very well for what they could do with it. So, I do recommend. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but as someone who is into the theaters and works it and such, I thought it was done very, very well.
Lay aloft and refall!
What was the speed Edward just threw the wheel at? Did you see that? It went like sonic speed. Alright, dude, I got rid of those ships for you.
Might I have a word, sir?
Good show, Captain. You've a talent for action. And justice, if I may say it.
Justice? Aye. I've been hearing it for years.
If you ever have time for more, simply find one of my subordinates and they'll brief you on what needs doing.
It was a pretty alright paycheck.
I've been needing coin to set up the shipyard, Captain. The faster I have the needful gold, the sooner our ships will rule the waves.
That dude is trying his hardest to do a pirate impression. Okay, we got a harbor master now. Yeah, we're gonna need this anyway, and it's kind of relevant to what we're doing right now. Yeah, once again, just upgrade the harbor master the whole way so we can do full upgrades here. It makes sense. Alright. We got a harbor master.
What might you be requiring?
Alright, let's see what we can get. So, first things first, I would actually like some more harpoons. We can't upgrade the harpoons until we get a plan for that. We can get more armor hull, well, armor for the hull. Broadside cannons, front cannons. Damage from shots. That is just money, so yeah, I have no problem upgrading that if it's just money. Okay, so broadside cannons 2. We don't have enough metal for this. We could get a ram. In this economy, getting ram at a cheap price? Crew quarters. We don't have enough cloth. The mortar's fun, but it's not the greatest. What are these? Heavy shots? I mean, sure. Heavy shot 1 acquired. Yeah, we'll upgrade the swivel guns. This thing, I'm going to be doing a lot of this off part, so just setting up some stuff for right now is kind of nice. Harpoon storage. Get some of this. That's the thing. I would love to upgrade the cannons, but I think we're gonna go with the hull. Hull 3. Alright, what can we get now? We can't upgrade the quarters. The hull can't be upgraded anymore. We could still get a ram. We can't get the front cannons now. We don't have the money for extra strength on that. We could get some better heavy shots. We could get better bow chasers. Let's get the mortars. They only cost money, so we may as well. Better barrels. Better bow chasers. We'll get the ram, I guess. Ram 1. We could get the second ram too, I guess. Heavy shot storage 2. Mortar storage 2. Fire barrel storage 2. And looks like the last thing we're going to do is upgrade the rowboat armor. We also have the appearance, which is not the biggest deal to me, but it's funny how I've unlocked all of these by like going around and doing the islands, but I haven't really had access to use them until about now. The Ezio sails, a set of sails modeled after Ezio Auditore. I mean, they're fine. We can get those. The figurehead is just the jackdaw. The hull is just this. That's one thing is I've seen some people like that's kind of the biggest weird thing I've noticed with people like on Discord or on like social media is the biggest like, and that's the thing I haven't really I've seen on Discord a few people talk about how annoying Ubisoft is with the DLC microtransactions with this game. There's virtually nothing. That's the weird part. I looked them up on the PlayStation Store, and you can buy like money, like reals in the game with you can buy fake currency to like just be OP in the game if you want, which is completely breaking the game. You can buy a like special finders pack type thing that just like makes it easier for you to get like collectibles and whatever in the game, which once again just kind of breaks the game. You're essentially paying money to break the game. And then the other stuff that I've seen that you can buy is just cosmetic stuff like Assassin's Creed Shadows or like Valhalla themed boat sails and costumes and like guns and such, and it doesn't actually benefit you really. It's cosmetic. And that's it. That's all of the DLC that I've seen for this game, and people apparently have been like complaining about like the fact that they're hiding content behind paywalls for this stuff, and it's like, bro, why do you want to pay why in the first place do you want to pay $10 to make your character look like a World of Warcraft character? Like there's like a lava like Viking god set or whatever or something. And I'm just like, why would you want to break this game by making, first off, by buying everything in the game? Essentially, you can just do that. Like, give yourself infinite money to just deck out your ship immediately, which is like, if you have fuck you money, then sure, but at that point you're not complaining about it anyway. But it's just like, if you don't want to like make your character look like something from World of Warcraft or, I don't know, like Overwatch or something. I don't know. I don't play games like that. Just they look ridiculous. They look utterly ridiculous, and I don't get why people would be complaining about how they have to pay money to look ridiculous. I don't know. I know a lot of people in their life just want to complain and bitch about shit, and I don't get that. But like they're bored and they don't have anything else to do. It's just weird, man. It's just really weird. Just play the game. Just have fun with it. Literally, I looked it up. There's just nothing to complain about with that stuff. So, I don't get it.
Well concluded.
I think those people need to like play Sky Children of the Light and see how you sometimes have, if you want like the dumb weird stuff like a fancy violin for you to never use in the game. If you want to play a fancy violin, it's like $30 for just that fancy violin. And some people authentically do buy that, and they don't really complain about it because they have that fuck you money, or it is entirely like their life hobby to play that game. But it's just like, and that's the thing, is like, I find that utterly ridiculous, but if you do that, that's your life choice, and have fun with that violin. I would never buy it, but I hope you have a lot of fun with it. But that's just the thing, is like, I just don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about, like, dumb drama / you know, like, what people do with their money like that, kind of. It's just like, I don't care. I'm an adult, and I have more things to give a shit about. Oh, do we have extra money left over from that? Nope, we have 238. So I was like, if we have some extra money, we could buy the shipping thing over here. But no. Right. Yeah, I just don't get stuff like that. People complaining online about stuff. It's just like, go have a picnic. You know, like maybe try to be happy with life instead of, you know, just yelling at clouds. I don't know. I don't have a pill to help you with that kind of stuff. I just know that there's a lot of people who need a bit of perspective. Was that Animus stuff up there in the sky before? I don't remember those Animus cubes being up there before. Okay, so what actually is like the next main mission? It's way over here. Nothing is true. We're not doing that today. I do want to try something, though. I tried going to this island on my own a while ago. When I say a while ago, I mean yesterday. But now that we have our ship decked out, we've done more of the story. The next story mission is in a medium. Is it medium or is it hard? Let me look at the map again. It's in a medium area. I want to try sailing into a medium area, because when I tried that before yesterday, there was an invisible Animus wall. So...
Unreef the mains. Nail off the loose mains. Loose and trim tight. Ride the wind.
I want to go to a new island and see what's there. We're going to clear that island if we can. And I'm probably going to be done today. What time is it? It is 10:30 for me right now. Yeah, because I've got a few other things. I'd also like to just like get started on maybe editing this. Begin the editing editing pipeline as in like just mastering this in 4K from its 4K file. Rendering things in 4K takes a long time, so especially when they're hours and hours long. So yeah, like the last Assassin's Creed Black Flag part that I rendered, that took about 7 hours to render as a proper 4K file. And that is generally what my setup is made for, is for rendering 4K, so it just takes a lot of time, man.
Give everything she's got.
Take a look at these new sails. Yeah, they look pretty nice. They look pretty nice. Where are we headed? Okay, yeah, we're good. Outside of that, I may as well just talk a little bit about music, I guess, since I've been listening to a lot of music. I got a concert I'm going to at the end of the month, and I've talked a bit about some of these bands in like previous things that I've done. I recommend all of them. They're just the music that I like to listen to. I got a bunch of new records on the way and ones that I've already gotten. I got the new Chime School album that came out like 2 years ago. I got it on vinyl. I ordered the Vansire new album that came out. Like, digitally it came out. I thought it was going to release the same day because that's what Josh and Sam kind of marketed it as, but it seems to be delayed or pushed back quite a bit to... Apparently it's supposed to come out in a few weeks. We'll see. But Taking Solace was a great album from them. Came out last month. The New Boards of Canada album is fantastic. I listened to that a few months ago, back when it came out. It's kind of weird how fast time is flying that I can already say it's been a few months since the New Boards of Canada album came out, but I've always loved Boards of Canada. Fantastic work. Another album that's great. I don't think it's as good as a few of the other albums. I'm getting tired now, so my brain's dropping on some of them. But Melt had a new album. I've met the Melt guys, same as I've met the Vansire guys. I've met Melt at concerts and such great guys. Their new album came out, which was called Pathways. Once again, I think that the last album was much better. This one's probably my least favorite of their main 3 albums, but I think it's very good. It has some good singles on it, but it's not like front to back. I love the whole album. The first 2 albums I love front to back. This one, a lot of it, the mixing on them just seems not so great. It seems very flat and sterile and like modern poppy, and it just doesn't feel lush like the other ones. It's very synthetic feeling. It's very synthetic sounding. And the new Pond album came out, Terrestrials. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and I love it to death. I love it so much. Focus on this real quick. Yeah, Pond, Australian psych band. I've loved them for many, many years, over a decade at this point. Really happy with this new album that they put out. Fantastic work. I got the Hellfire edition that was on their website as a vinyl, and I got one of the tour shirts. They allowed you to order their tour shirts. And I'm still debating if I want to see one of their shows, which I could do, but they haven't opened pre-order tickets for, like, they haven't opened, like, ticket orders for their shows yet. So I'm still debating whether or not if I want to see them. This guy had eagle eyes. I'm assuming... Oh, man, do they have, like, a level system in this game now? These guys are dressed differently. That's like Assassin's Creed Valhalla type stuff, where they're more difficult if they're dressed differently. Yeah, they must be like a medium strength enemy now or something. They're dressed differently. They have like these gold... You see that, like, this gold threading on them and stuff, and their outfit looks a little bit cleaner and more vibrant. Like, look at that. Oh, if that is actually how... I love how the lights just immediately became a flame. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool in my opinion.
Your life's at an end.
Oop, can't block that. Oh, I don't have any bullets. Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting here then. So, this is where I was heading to? Yes, it was. So, I'd like to get the sync point here, see what's actually here. This is Cumberland Bay, and there are ocelots here. I have a feeling it's not going to be super easy getting to that. Why do you guys have a pirate flag up? I'm guessing you guys raided a pirate base and just haven't gotten around to raising the British flag yet? You saw nothing. Okay, got some loot. Ooh, ammo! Nice, thank you. My voice is also starting to get kind of dry and worn out at this point too, so... May as well wrap this on a very open and high note compared to where we were when I started when I came back. Because, oh man. That was ridiculous earlier. That was beyond ridiculous into like this. If I were on the project, I would be like, this needs to be fixed today. But yeah, we'll be back with more of this next time. We'll be back with some more Sky, you know, the regular programming at the moment. Still figuring out which VR game I'd like to play first as we dip back into VR again for the first time in 5 years. I'm really kind of thinking we're gonna try... well, let me look at the VR stuff. That's all my PS4 and 5 stuff's now above my TV with the new office setup. Like, Wind and Leaves would be fine. I think I might want to just start with Concrete Genie's VR mode just to see what that is and just jump back into Concrete Genie again. As I've said before, I'm really fascinated with what it actually is. I booted it up very briefly just to see if it worked with the VR setup, and it does. But apparently Pixelopus put a lot of effort into it because a whole section of the art book I bought a few months ago, which is getting kind of hard to find nowadays, a whole section of it is just dedicated to the VR stuff, and it looks interesting. A lot of stuff was put into trying to make it a interesting thing. What that thing actually is, I'm aware it's some sort of paint mode, like Mario Paint-esque kind of 3D VR paint mode, but I'm like, how good is it? What can you do in it? How detailed is it? Just what exactly are we looking at here? Because I love Concrete Genie. And I'm really curious to see what this work I haven't gotten to play from Pixelopus is like, given that Pixelopus is now gone. So it'll be a last experiential hurrah. Experiential is a word I just made up now. Oh, we got 2 ocelots here. That's kind of what I mean by, like, it being kind of awkward to aim and such, like I talked about at the beginning. Just, like, you kind of have to do things kind of one at a time-ish. I don't remember it being like that. I remember it being very, like, you just point the gun and Edward would automatically kind of aim at both after you fired around.
Not bad.
I don't know. Red Dead Redemption 2 spoiled me on guns, so... What is that? You see those little flickers? What is that? They were like investigation symbols. But there's nobody here. Oh, that could be a creepypasta. The Haunted Assassin's Creed game where you see enemy reticules, like icons, but nobody's there and everybody's dead already or something. Oh, you see it? There's another one right there. Now it's becoming so concurrent, I think it's just spooky and intentional. I'm gonna assume it's an actual... Well, obviously it's some type of glitch, but like there's another one. You see that? Over there. Who are you? Are you the Shadow Man? Are you haunting my Assassin's Creed game? It's out by the beach. Now it's over there. This is crazy. You see it pops up every so often. There's nothing there. There's some ships, but there's one too. Okay. Enough running around chasing ghosts. Is there anything else of value on the island? Ah, there's actually quite a few things. I'm just going to clear the island on part, but we're pretty much done here.
Could be something. More gold to get my hands on.
Say hello to the Prince of Darkness!
Okay, we got a letter over here. There should be a chest over here. There it is. Hush, little kitty, don't you whine. Edward's gonna pick up his bottle of wine. And aside from that, it's just that chest over there, which I'm gonna... Oh. We cannot. Okay. Well, guess we're running over. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna run, because I only have one bullet left. So it's not really worth trying to fight two ocelots over that. I also already have too many ocelot pelts, to be honest. I have like 15 of them now or something. I can take this, though. Alright, let's go scuba diving. Cumberland Bay is completed.
They'll never find the treasure now.
Right. So, for now, I think I'm going to pop a squat back over in Havana to wrap up. But yeah, so far that's the thing. The progress in the game has been going very swimmingly. There's just a few little glitches here or there that are kind of like, huh? And then that one massive glitch earlier, which was almost game-breaking in my opinion, that I only figured out how to fix by thinking a little outside of the box of, can I... Because you wouldn't normally think... Because in the original game especially, you wouldn't think to just leave the area because normally that would just kill you. In this game, I don't doubt that at some point that might kill you still in a mission, but normally there's also invisible walls that prevent you from doing that in this game, from my encounters of trying to like get out of an area. Especially on land, they put up invisible walls for some missions. But, yeah, I kept, like, resetting. I turned off the console. I reset the console and the game and everything, came back to it. It still didn't fix it. That's when my panic set in and I'm like, oh, crap, am I soft-locked? Did I soft-lock Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced already? Just utter panic of, like, oh, no. And that's the other thing is, like, the game is still new enough to where I don't know if there's a fix for this or not. Aside from, you know, going back in a manual save and going back like 5-6 hours of gameplay, which would just destroy me and really put me off from wanting to play the game at that point. It's like, why would I play a game that would be broken from something so minute as activating a mission when I can go and play another Assassin's Creed game that isn't going to do that? That's where my brain was at. I was like, oh man, am I going to have to step back into Mirage because Black Flag is acting up? And thankfully, someone at Ubisoft at least thought ahead enough to put in a fail-safe progression of a mission so that doesn't happen. But, man, for a few moments there, I was in utter anxiety and mild panic attack. Not a full panic attack, but just like a... Oh, no, this can't be happening. Anyway, aside from that hiccup earlier, I'm still really enjoying the game a lot. I'm going to play some more on my own, mostly just, you know, getting a lot of money, completing a few islands that are not necessary for the story specifically, like plot-wise. I might attempt to try and take... I want to upgrade my cannons a little bit more before I attempt a fort. From my experience, I've died a few times to trying to take over the forts, so I can see that they're a lot more difficult than they were in the original ones, which is very intentional on Ubisoft's part, because like you can't even just break into them and take them over anymore. Yeah, I just want to be a little bit more secure on that. So I'm mostly just going to be exploring a bit, getting a lot of money and, you know, like, stuff to sell. If I'm able to get, like, some more exotic animals on some of these newer islands, I might try to upgrade some things like my, like, pouches and ammo ammunition and things like that. We'll see. I'll talk a lot about that kind of stuff probably in the preface of the next part, so... Thank you for watching. We'll continue with more Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Resynced, more Sky, Children of the Light, something VR related, and yeah. That's all I have to say right now. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.